The term power cruiser has been adopted to describe that bike that doesn't really sit in any particular category as such and is what can most well describe as a mix of sports bike and cruiser. A bike with plenty of horsepower but is larger and far more rider-friendly than a sports bike and is well at home mixing with traditional cruisers on long runs and rallies. The earliest examples of the power cruiser would be the Yamaha V-Max, Moto Guzzi Californian and the like, and in the later years it was the Honda VTX 1800 and Suzuki Boulevard. It wasn't until the introduction of the Harley-Davidson Broad that Australians widely accepted the hybrid style of motorcycle, and you find many riders have a newfound respect for the power cruiser, and this is particularly true for anyone who has ridden one of the aforementioned motorcycles. But if you really want to get your rocks off, book yourself a test ride on the Ducati Diavel. Expat Pommy Dirt, Flat, track rider, stock driver and secretary of the New South Wales Ducati Owners Club, Vinnie B owned a couple of Harleys back home in Pommy Land and gave it all up for a new life here down under. He now has a thriving hospitality business, a restaurant, does a lot of business in the registered club industry, owns a building business and importation business out of Asia, and with all this going on says he still has time for his bikes. Diavel and the second a Ducati Strada. Many hours and manpower, and let's not forget around $60,000 has gone into this beauty, and Vinny says there is still more to come. So what do you get for around $60,000? All the red bling is from CNC Italy, rear sprocket, brake and clutch covers, Moto Course titanium foot pegs, levers and mirrors, Rizoma fuel cap, handlebars and bar ends. Vinny replaced the bars because he wanted more depth in his riding position, and all the carbon fiber was also imported from Italy. The seat was also changed because Vinny found the seat uncomfortable due to his height. The standard 162 bhp 1198 tester Stretta motor has been fitted with a Rexter chip and tuned up to drag, and is capable of 0-100 in around 2-3 seconds and puts out around 167 bhp at the rear wheel. A set of Moto Course Evolution full titanium pipes, first in Ors, were also fitted. The clutch cover was changed out for a see-through CNC cover, given onlookers an inside look at the inner workings of the clutch, and it has also somewhat muffled the noisy dry clutch, the sound Ducati are noted for. The bike started life the original black, and Vinny was getting bored with the bike's appearance when, as luck would have it, he dropped the bike at speed and so took the opportunity to reinvent the bike and had it resprayed by Mark at Sydney Custom Spray Painting, Guildford. Vinny came up with a design and Mark ran with it. Vinny wanted to use the Italian flag as inspiration, red, white and green, added some metal flake, and Mark laid down some carbon fiber with metal flake as highlights. Originality was a high priority for Vinny, and he was able to get Mark to guarantee he wouldn't lay down another paint job in those same colors on another bike. Once sprayed, Vinny made the wise choice of adding a screen for wind resistance and is happy with the results, especially when traveling at speed. He also decided to keep the standard Marchesini rims, and rather than replacing the original rims with the carbon fiber alternative rims, he had them polished up so as to blend in with the titanium components. It's evident just by looking at the bike the time put into it, and Vinny had a lot of people to thank, starting with Dean and Sean from D-Moto, for all the engine work, Fraser's Concord for taking care of him, and all the folks from the Ducati Owners Club who kept him sane whilst the bike was off the road.